Thank you, Japan, and thank you also to the briefers. The complexity of threats to the international peace and security agenda today is reflective of the interconnectedness of our world. Conflicts have become more fragmented and the conflict theatre much more complex and volatile. The gender perspective is also yet to be fully integrated in our collective efforts towards conflict prevention, recovery and reconstruction. India has therefore emphasized the need for a holistic approach to creating conducive conditions where vulnerabilities are addressed and conflict is prevented, especially in view of the disproportionate effect that conflict and violence have on women and youth. In doing so, we take inspiration from the ancient teachings of our philosophy rooted in the principles of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which sees the world as one large interconnected family. 5 points are key here. 1. The peaceful settlement of disputes is key for the maintenance of international peace and security and the promotion of the rule of law. Dialogue and diplomacy should be the preferred path to resolve differences in an atmosphere free from fear and coercion. 2. The Council needs to respect consensus-based regional efforts to address shared challenges to international peace and security. The United Nations and regional organizations must assist national authorities upon their request in developing capabilities through the participation of women and youth to address socio-economic vulnerabilities and build resilience. Moreover, troop contributing countries need to have a say in the decision-making frameworks, including at the time of finalization of mandates. 3. Given the role that the Security Council plays in efforts towards resolution of conflicts and for sustaining peace, a close and hard look at its working, including the issue of its representativeness, is required. The Security Council, as the institutional architecture primarily responsible for the maintenance of international peace and security, cannot remain frozen in time. It needs to evolve to avoid obsolescence and irrelevance. One of the most important requirements is therefore to strengthen the capacity of this Council to address the issues in front of it, by making it representative of contemporary realities and by undertaking reform to make it more effective. For its part, for our part, India has indeed walked the talk, ensuring that the African Union became a full-fledged member of the G20 during our presidency last year. The United Nations Security Council simply needs to follow suit. 4. The objective of peace building should be to break silos and to promote post-conflict peace building and recovery, support the development of integrated strategies towards sustainable development, and to ensure predictable resources for early recovery. Respect for national ownership, sovereignty and territorial integrity while prioritizing development is a sine qua non for sustaining peace. 5. We need to acknowledge that the meaningful participation of women and youth in decision-making strengthens prevention efforts and deepens the effectiveness of peace building in post-conflict situations. Women police officers and peacekeepers play an indispensable role in furthering the women, peace and security agenda in post-conflict situations, and this does need to be further incentivized and further facilitated. Colleagues, I am happy to share that in recent years particularly, India has strengthened its efforts to put more women in key positions in all our peacekeeping endeavors. Currently, this Council would be aware that there are 108 Indian women peacekeepers deployed in UN peacekeeping missions worldwide. This includes military observers and staff officers, contingent officers and soldiers, as well as 3 all-female engagement teams deployed in peacekeeping missions in the Sudan, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and the Golan Heights. I should also add that driven by Prime Minister Modi's vision of women-led development, the G20 had adopted a full-fledged action plan on gender equality and empowerment of women, during India's presidency last year. And we will continue to remain steadfast in contributing to these efforts globally while working with all our partners. As I conclude, Madam President, I will state that India has consistently contributed positively and substantially to peace-building efforts, underpinned by our efforts to give a voice to the countries in the Global South. We are dedicated to furthering these endeavors and hereby reassert our unwavering commitment to fostering peace and stability. Thank you.